Consumer buying behavior is defined as: we've all been in a store and seen something we had to have. Every year, retailers spend billions of dollars trying to make their buyers feel this way. Web campaigns, print and video ads, social media campaigns, and branding all seem to come together when a customer finally connects with a product and buys it. So, what makes them do that? And how do you catch that lightning in a bottle moment when a possible customer turns into a buyer, and then make it happen again? This video goes into detail about how people buy things, what makes them do it, and what kinds of people buy things. Consumer buying behavior is a term for what people do, both online and off, before they buy a product or service. This process could involve using a search engine, responding to posts on social media, or a number of other things. Businesses should learn about this process because it helps them make sure their marketing campaigns are similar to the ones that have gotten people to buy in the past. There are several factors that affect this type of behavior. What are the major factors that influence consumer buyer behavior? Buying decisions are based on a number of things, such as national, social, personal, and psychological factors. If you look at them separately, they might not lead to a buy. When things are put together in different ways, it makes it more likely that someone will connect with a brand and buy something. Let's look at each of these things in more depth. Cultural factors. A person's culture is not always based on where they come from. It can also be based on who they hang out with, what they believe in, or where they live. Social factors. These are things in a person's surroundings that affect how they think about goods. Personal factors. They include a person's age, whether or not they are married, how much money they have, and their own views, values, and morals. Psychological factors. How a person feels about a product and the company as a whole often depends on how they feel when they first hear about it. Types of consumer buying decision. In general, there are three kinds of buying choices that people make. Routine purchase decision. Routine purchase decisions are made when we buy things we use every day or often, like food, milk, drinks, daily snacks, etc. It's easy to buy because we already know what the features, pros, and cons of the goods and services are. Here, to buy these kinds of products, we don't have to spend much time or gather any knowledge. For example, if you always ate McDonald's burgers, you might look for one near a McDonald's shop when you're hungry. Limited purchase decision. There is a moderate amount of involvement in the products and services we sometimes buy. In this case, we may know a little bit about a product, but we need to find out more about it before we buy it. To make a purchase, you have to spend more time looking for information and spend a little more money than you would for a normal buy. Extensive purchase decision. When making a choice about an extensive purchase, a lot of people need to be involved. Compared to routine and limited purchases, this is the most difficult choice for a buyer to make. Consumers spend a lot of time gathering information and making decisions. A lot of money is also needed for these kinds of goods. Things like cars, homes, etc. Can you now find an answer to this question? Which of the following is not a type of consumer buying decision mentioned in the video? A. Routine purchase decision. B. Limited purchase decision. C. Impulse purchase decision. D. Extensive purchase decision. Use the comment section to write your answers. How many different kinds of buyers are there? There are 4 different kinds of buyers: analytical, friendly, driven, and outspoken. They are different based on what makes them want to buy something. 1. The analytical buyer. This buyer is driven by logic and information. Before making a decision, this buyer will look at all the information about rival brands and goods. 2. The friendly buyer. This customer is kind and just wants everyone to be happy. That's why they often can't make big decisions when they think there is a clear winner and loser. 3. The driver buyer. Drivers care most about how other people see them and if they are followed. Drivers who set the trends care more about how they look than the ties they build during a transaction. 4. The expressive buyer. For the expressive buyer, relationships are very important. During a deal, they can't stand to feel alone or ignored. Instead, they want to feel like they are the most valuable thing you have. It's hard to put something as complicated as how people buy things into just four neat groups. Most people will find that they are a mix of these three types of shoppers. To better understand this behavior, it's important to know the steps that people go through when they buy something. What are the 5 stages of the consumer buying process? The buying process for a consumer has 5 steps: finding a problem, gathering information, looking for answers, making a purchase, and looking back at the purchase. Find a problem. This is the first step where the consumer realizes they have a problem they want to fix. This could be anything from needing a new outfit for an upcoming event to fixing a leaky pipe in their house. Gather information. Next, customers will want to find out what might be causing their problem and how to fix it. They might look on the internet for suggestions or more information about what could be wrong. For our examples, the person looking for a new outfit might look for the best fabrics to wear to an outdoor wedding. The person with a leaky pipe might look up what causes leaky pipes to see if they can fix the problem themselves. Find solutions. Once the customer has gathered all the information they need, they will look for more detailed ways to solve their problem. To help them choose an answer, they will start comparing brands and reading reviews from other people. The person shopping might look for places with the nicest dress wear at the best prices. The person with the leaking pipe could look at reviews to find the best plumbers in their area. Make a purchase. This is where the customer decides on an answer and pays for it. In our examples, that would mean getting a new outfit and hiring a plumber. Review the purchase. Some customers may leave a review on your website, while others may not. In either case, the consumer will personally review the product or service they got and decide if they would recommend it to others or buy from their chosen business again.